Okay, now class, our topic for this morning is all about the weaknesses of quantitative research. If we have the advantages, we also have disadvantages of quantitative research. Okay, so in our analysis, no, we have found out that there are disadvantages, and of course, there are also some disadvantages. So the first one is quantitative research requires a large number of respondents. So if you are going to conduct a quantitative research, you need to have, or you need a large number of respondents, no? Because it is very hard to compare the result or to come up, no, with a general findings or hypothesis kapag konti lang yung respondents nyo, no? So, kung konti lang ang ating population, hindi tayo pwedeng mag-conduct, no, ng quantitative research. Because it is always assumed that the larger the sample is, the more statistically accurate the findings are, no? It will be accurate if we have a large number of respondents to be able to come up with an accurate result. Okay? So that's one of the disadvantage of quantitative research. The second one, it is costly. 'Di ba? Costly siya. Like for example, when I conducted my dissertation research class, no, it is a combination of qualitative and quantitative research, triangulation, in other words. I use the triangulation method. I have the descriptive, I have the statistics, I have quantitative, no, computation, mathematical computation. So, mahal, 'di ba? Kapag marami tayong respondents, malawak yung scope ng ating study, no? Let's say for example, hindi lang isang province, no, ang involved ng pagkakandak ng iyong research, no? Kailangan mo diyan ang population na, let's say for example, if you are going to conduct your study region-wide, it composed of different provinces, no? So let's say for example, region 4A or region 4 Calabarzon, it involves, no, a large amount of respondents or a large number of respondents. So therefore, medyo costly siya. Okay? But if you have the strong determination and perseverance, 'di ba, to conduct that particular study, and you have that goal in your life, then I think the amount is not necessary anymore, no? Kumbaga, hindi mo na iisipin yung amount. Okay? It is costly because there are more respondents compared to qualitative research. 'Di ba? Sa qualitative research, isa, dalawa, tatlo lang, no? Yung iyong subject, no, or respondents of the study, or 5, pwede na. Lalo na kapag yan ay case study lang, 'di ba? So you're just going to study, no, a certain case. For example, the absenteeism of some grade 7 students, no, mga tatlo lang yan. So you will come up na with a qualitative research. But in quantitative, it's different, 'di ba? It involves a large amount of money, no? So there are more respondents, 'di ba, compared to qualitative research. And that the expenses will be greater in reaching out to these people and in reproducing the questionnaires. no? So those are some considerations, class, no, when it comes to uh, quantitative research, no? So that's some of the disadvantages. The third one, the information is contextual factors to help interpret the result or to explain variations are usually ignored, no? Kasi nga we are after the number. We are after the numerical data. 'Di ba? So it does not consider the distinct capacity of the respondents to share and elaborate further information, unlike the qualitative research, no? Hindi tayo masyadong or hindi tayo gumagamit ng mga narrative explanation or verbal interpretation, no? Kasi yun ay pang qualitative. Samantalang ang quantitative is all about quantification. No, we are after the quantity. Meaning to say, there are mathematical figures, no, or numerical figures. Okay? Another one, number 4. Much information are difficult to gather using structured research instruments, no? Specifically on sensitive issues like premarital sex, domestic violence, no, among others. And yung mga pregnancies, yung mga teenage pregnancies, nako, very sensitive yan, 'di ba? So hindi tayo pwedeng basta-basta mag-a-approach or pupunta doon sa place or i-approach natin yung certain individual with such kind of cases. 'Di ba? So, itong mga ganitong klase ng cases ay kagaya ng sinabi ko is a kind of a case study, and so therefore it belongs to qualitative research, no? Itong mga sensitive na bagay na to, hindi natin dapat ginagamitan ng numbers or ng quantity, 'di ba? Quantity pwede rin, pero sa bilang lang, no, number of these cases, no? Pero yung itatanong natin, yung mga sensitive na questions, parang it's very difficult, no, for us. Alam naman natin na meron tayo, iginagalang natin ang data privacy, no, ng ating mga respondents. Kaya nga pipirma muna tayo, no, ng non-disclosure statement, 'di ba? Or yes, ng mga non-disclosure letters, 'di ba? Para lang tayo makapag-conduct. At hindi basta-basta aatake, 'di ba? Or magtatanong ng mga sensitive questions sa ating mga respondents. Okay? So, yan, class, one of the disadvantages, no? The next one is, if not done seriously and correctly, data from questionnaire may be incomplete and inaccurate. 'Di ba? So, kapag hindi naman natin, kunwari, hindi tayo totoong nag-conduct, no, ng study, or kumbaga, ilan lang, no, yung binigyan natin ng questionnaires. Sabihin natin na provincial-wide yung ating mga respondents, pero ang kinuhanan mo lang o ang binigyan mo lang ng questionnaires mo ay 2 bayan, samantalang ang bayan ng isang lalawigan na yan or Quezon Province, for example, ay 20 plus, no? 27, I think. 'Di ba? Or, 27 municipalities all over Quezon Province. 'Di ba? Pero ang kinuhanan mo lang ng data ay 2 o 3 municipalities. So, it will be inaccurate and incomplete. 'Di ba? You will not be able to come up with accurate, of course, reliable, and valid results. No? So, that's the difference, di ba? Between qualitative and quantitative. Kasi in quantitative research, kailangan you have to be systematic, 'di ba? Kaya nga quantitative 'yan eh. At in the quantitative research, nandito yung experimental method of research, 'di ba? Later on, I will discuss with you the different quantitative designs, no? Quantitative research designs. So, if we are going to consider the quantitative research, kailangan serious tayo, or we have to do it systematically and in accordance with the procedure. You have to follow the correct procedure in gathering the data, no? Especially if it involves too many respondents, no? Kapag ang iyong study o the scope of your study is nationwide, no, not nationwide naman, or nationwide, yes, or province-wide, you have to make sure that you are going to conduct your study all over the province, di ba? Or all over the Philippines, di ba? So, marami tayong mga research na ganyan na conducted throughout the country, 'di ba? Kasi hindi tayo makaka-come up nga ng concrete and complete research if we are not going to do it in accordance with the required number of respondents, no? Remember, kapag gusto natin na malaman ang kabuuang bilang ng mga kababaihan, 'di ba, sa ating bansa, of course, we have to do it systematically, 'di ba? Different provinces, different regions, no? You're going to go to the different regions, different province, no? Down to different municipalities and down to the different barangays, 'di ba? Sa mga barangay, iba't ibang sitio or streets ang kinapapalooban, 'di ba? Or ang kinabibilangan. So to make your study accurate, no, and complete, kailangan do it systematically. Okay? So, yun po, those are some of the weaknesses or disadvantages of quantitative research. So, what will be the conclusion, no, that we can derive upon determining the disadvantages of quantitative research? So, tama, no, yung sinabi na medyo magastos. It involved a large number of respondents, 'di ba? And a wide range or wide scope or coverage of the location or the locality, 'di ba? So, if it is province-wide, then conduct it all over the province, no? Wala dapat maiwanan na sector. Okay? Maliban lang na it is not covered anymore, no? Dun sa inyong scope and limitation of the study. So, if it is only limited to 6 municipalities in one province, then why not? Diba? So, it depends on the kind of your study or on the title of your study, the scope and limitation of your study, no? So, kapag tinanong ka, bakit hindi mo isinama itong bayan na to, samantalang kabilang siya, no, sa province of Quezon, then what you're going to defend, or yung defense mo, is that it is beyond, no, the study. It is beyond the scope of the study. Okay? So, I hope, class, may natutunan kayo dito sa ating weaknesses. I discussed already with you the strengths of quantitative research, and now here are the weaknesses, no, of quantitative research. So I hope may natutunan kayo sa akin, sa aking simple explanation. about the topic or about one of the topics of quantitative research. No? Thank you very much, my dear students.